Good afternoon, everyone. This is Harmeet from Sigma Picks. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be going over our three indices that we go over every once a week or so, which is SPY, QQQ, and IWM. And let's get going. Okay, so the last time we were just quick review the last time we were discussing this specific chart, we were in this area. Okay, and we had gone through some preliminary waves, and what we were discussing was it has the making of a 5-wave move. Okay, and what we didn't know was how it was going to be completing. Would it go through this 410 and kind of test the 400 level, or would it, in a sense, kind of just stay here within this zone and get a bounce? So at this point, I think we have our answer, and everybody can see what has happened. We completed our 5-wave move, and you should also take notice. Let's just quickly, I want to erase this and I want to point this out because I think this is kind of an important thing that first of all, we're making higher lows, excuse me, and we're starting to make higher highs, and we're going through some major pivot points that we want to see it go through. Okay, and the next obviously big pivot point is 448, and the biggest one being this 457, 458 zone. Now, so let's just concentrate on this little island of ours. You can also see that this fifth wave was truncated, okay, because the fifth wave did not come back and cross through this 415 level, 415.12 or $415.12 level. It stopped short of it, stopped at a major fib level relative to the second wave, and it did not go through the fourth wave. So there's a lot of bullishness going on in the market, I feel like, and we can expect it to at least test this 448 next week, and if not, testing this higher 447 level. You should also be aware that we are starting to see another 5-wave. Hopefully we will get a fourth wave and a fifth wave move, and then some sort of correction, and then we can start looking at the money wave. So there's a lot that needs to happen. There's a lot that needs to go on, specifically in SPY, but for overall structure, it's extremely bullish. We can see these zones. Let's just draw them out. Okay, and we are seeing break through this level. So there is a lot to be said. There are a lot of trend lines being broken. Here's the trend line that I was specifically talking about. A lot of trend lines being broken. A lot of this would have been bear flag if it had broken through. And we can expect that we're going to get a move down and some sort of correction before we see another move up. But for overall, the structure has changed. We are more bullish than we were a week ago, for sure. I do have actually bullish trades on. I don't have any bearish trades on. This has been a while since that has happened. And we were able to capture some really good gains in SPY last week, and this will continue to do so. There is one other thing that I want to point out is this, the fourth wave. I need confirmation to make sure that the fourth wave is over before I can say, hey, it is over. Right now we don't have confirmation. We are still in that confirmatory zone. Okay, the conversation. So this could be, let's see how this develops, and once it develops we can talk about if the confirmation has to be greater than this 479.98 level, because that is the all-time high and it needs to break through that, or do we see some sort of truncation up here, and how we figure that out. So we get Okay, we don't know how this is going to develop. The fifth wave is going to develop, but for now we can say that we are getting some sort of information regarding the fact that wave, the fourth primary wave may be over, and we will be looking to have this explosive fifth wave, and that coincides with all the fact that there's a high put call ratio, everybody and their mother is short, and not all people are expect all the bad news that I can think of at this point has been kind of been priced in. Inflation, Ukraine, and the last but not least is, I would say, China, but China is kind of reverting back to easing their monetary policy towards tech companies and letting them kind of get back on their footing. So there's a lot happening that is telling us that corrective wave, a lot happening in macro environment that is telling us that the corrective wave may be coming to an end, and we are in the leading stages of a fifth wave for SPY. Okay, so let's go to QQQ. Same thing, same reason. This is what we were again discussing, that we are getting close to this end of an A wave, end of this primary A wave. Okay, the 2 is a cycle. Okay, 2, this second wave is a cycle, so it's larger, and we know that, I guess this would be cyclic A wave. This could be the super cycle A wave. I apologize, I got it mixed up. So let's just quickly redo this. So this is a cycle, okay, and this is a super cycle, and we're in the second wave, the corrective wave of super cycle. Okay, the cycle A wave is over. We are in the B wave. I don't expect it to be very big. Primary 5 and this intermediate fifth wave, everything is over. So it held a very big zone, which is the 318 317 zone, and we were talking, this is the pattern that at least I was following. We had this pattern, okay, these very specific cup and handle patterns that were forming, and we saw a break right here of this cup and handle A, and this B cup and handle. It actually did not break. Okay, it did not break, and in fact it ended up going, so it ended up going higher than the highest point in the last cup and handle, which is this level right here. Let's just quickly show you guys, so that way we know we have some sort of empirical evidence that that happened, other than of course going over it. 351.79 versus 350. So this structure, this move right here, this specific move right here negates this cup and handle structure, and that becomes a very bullish scenario for anybody to follow from here on out. I do expect it to have some sort of pause and maybe make another move down before making another back move up. Just be aware that this cyclic A is also, it also meets all the primary criteria to say that larger super cycle for correction may be over at this level. Okay, that this structure, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 is also a ending diagonal. As you can see, the fourth wave, this would have been your fourth wave. The fourth wave goes within the first wave, okay? And all we just have to prove is that this third wave was not the shortest wave. And if that's the case, we most likely have this this scenario finished. So this could be the B, and this could be the end of C. Excuse me. And this is a larger first wave of the money wave. Okay, big large cycle in tech. So that would be the third cycle, and it would be we're in the first wave, first primary wave, okay, or cycle, and then we will hopefully get to a third wave, which will, take us quite a bit higher. So that is something that we have to be keep in mind for. Hopefully, everybody was able to preserve their capital. Qs are a great way to make money because they have high beta relative to SPY. All the stocks in it have high beta, and they could just really, really do fly one way or the other, and you can really pile in and make some really good, get some really good returns from that. And we're going to be watching this. We're going to be watching how this goes as soon as it starts taking out some of these pivots. Okay, we know it took out this one. Of course, the next one is 357 to 361, and then 371, 370. That's another big one. Anytime you see it go over a last fourth wave, that is a big, big deal when it comes to saying here it did not actually failed. Okay, but this area becomes that much more important as we go through the next few weeks and see how this develops. Maybe we can get some sort of action that will get us through and get us moving back up. And we have the starting right here of that. We still don't know if it will kind of stay in a flat. Okay, but it is making higher highs. It's getting going. So let's just watch. Let's see how this develops. But it is very exciting to see it go that way. All right, so let's go to the next chart, IWM. Excuse me, it's allergy season here, and it's never fun. So I am not getting rid of where the fourth wave is. I'm not getting rid of where the fifth wave is. This could be the end of the fifth wave right here, and a cycle and a super cycle of correction of 2. I think this is within the realm of where it's showing bullishness. We don't know how this will develop. We don't know how this will go. All it's going to go is go back into this congested area again where a lot of people have positions on, and we don't know how this is going to go there. I have less confidence in IWM than I do in SPY and QQQs. So all the stocks within those ETFs I think will fare better than IWM or small caps or micro caps, which is I believe IWC. And this just it's constructive for sure. We are seeing some things, we are starting to see make a lower or a higher low, and we want to see it get through the last high, which is 209.05. Again, the fourth wave is got to take it out, and then of course this level right here, we'll just quickly put that level on for you guys so you know which one to look for. This 227.13 level, that's your pivot, big pivot right there, and of course the bigger one being the 234 and 244. So we're quite a ways away from that. We're about 10 to 20% away from that, and we think that I think that if we get going, we may have some sort of Wyckoff effect where we can slingshot our way through and hopefully get to this 260, which I think is a very good target if we were to start going north. 260 as being our target for at least the end of the year. Okay, I really hope this helps, and if you like it, please subscribe. It does support the channel. It gets the word out. Share it. Sharing is caring, and hopefully everything works out. Hopefully you're learning something and making money. I wish you all the best. Have a good day. Bye-bye.